that don't don't waste your life. Don't waste your human form of life, because these kind of pleasures we already tasted. We have already tasted these pleasures. And these pleasures, and what are these pleasures? First of all, they are temporary. They're temporary. Party is over, enjoyment is over. It's temporary. That's why you need different methods to enjoy. Every time you need something new. I've seen, in the other day we were in Washington D.C. Park when the Rath Yatra, and I saw many, different variety of people. The outsiders, they're totally, different crazy guys. They have their different ideas of getting enjoyment. And I saw one girl, she is having piercing all over her body, and she's thinking she's enjoyment. Practically, I don't see, even she has something like hair, a spikes hair, like a vampire teeth, and like, and she was looking strange, looking a strange makeup and strange, eyes and all that. She was looking like some vampire of some movie or something. But they feel this is pleasure. And they tried so many different methods, but internally, eternally, and internally, we are part and parcel of Krishna. As long as we don't get, unless and until we don't get the spiritual pleasure, we will not be happy. So the happiness is temporary. It's temporary. This material happiness is temporary, no matter what you do. And then this also sometimes, like, we think that the object, very object I'm getting this. Oh, if I get iPhone fold, just a new sensation, I'll be very happy. Or if I get flan bike, I'll be happy. If I get Bugatti racing car, Ferrari or something, I'll be happy. Right? Anyone engineer here other than Gopal Hari Prabhu? I know he's engineer. Anyone else? Chaitanya Prabhu, you're engineer? Which engineer?
I'm a different kind of. I'm a biological engineer, bioengineer.
Biological engineer. Okay. I don't know what biological engineers they do, but anyways, um, so Indira Mataji is there. Do you feel happy when you eat your favorite food? Tell me which is your favorite dish. It could be salty or sweet or whatever. Doesn't
Um,
matter.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay, wow.
Mm.
Can you tell me the ingredients of the ice cream?
Ideally, it should just be two or three, but there are
Mm-hmm.
like 15 in ice
Mm-hmm.
cream these days. Yeah. It should be milk, vanilla essence, and if it's chocolate ice cream, cocoa powder, or just
Yeah, they're
milk.
different items. And also, when your mother cook for you, you feel happy.
Mm.
And you do you also do cooking?
Yes, sometimes.
Ah, okay. Tell me, any devotee, maybe I may be wrong, I know cooking, but I never found an ingredient called happiness in my kitchen, which I put, along with other ingredients. Okay, let's say put little 1 teaspoon of happiness in that. Because when you eat that food, you'll become happy. Because mommy, mom, I'm not feeling happy today. Oh, I forgot to put happiness. Oh, when you eat, you feel happy. When you get something new iPhone or anything, new laptop, whatever, you feel happy. But the point is, the happiness is not in the object. Happiness is not in the object. Just like, for example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is about to, what's your favorite dish?
Uh, Prabhu, I like capsicum, bell peppers.
Bell pepper. Okay, let's say for 6 months he has not eaten bell pepper. He's dying to eat it. Every time he about to eat, something happens and he's not able to eat. But now he's finally got it and he's about to eat it. You're like, I'm going to eat. And somebody comes and tells, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm sorry, you failed in exam. Would you like to eat that?
No,
No.
Prabhu.
That very object is right in front of you, is going to give you happiness. Now you don't like to eat it. because the happiness lies here in the mind, not in the object. That's why the material happiness is illusory. It keeps us in illusion. We think that the object will make me happy, but the object will not make you happy. Only self-realization will make you happy. Brahma bhuta prasannatma nashochati na kankshati. If you really want to be happy, prasanna, you have to come to level of spirituality. Means you have to realize I'm not this body, I'm soul. Not just understand. We have understanding I'm not this body, I'm soul. But when comes, when someone prick us, we forget that I'm soul. We become body immediately. Yeah. So we have to realize that yes, I'm not this body, I'm soul. And then in order to achieve this happiness, this particular happiness, we have to work hard. You have to work hard. As I gave example of animals, they don't work hard, but sense gratification is available to them. But even to do little sense gratification, we have to work hard. In India, people, take a loan to buy iPhone. Many, they do that just for the status symbol. They take a loan or EMIs, they buy iPhone. And in order to get this material happiness, you have to work hard. It's really miserable. In order to maintain it, you have to work hard. And when you lose it, if anything goes wrong with the phone or anything what you in your possession, you feel miserable, right? So as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 5.29, I think, or 22, ye hi sansparshja bhoga dupyoni evate adi anta tu kaunteya na teshu ramate buddha. Those who are intelligent, teshu ramate buddha, adi anta tu kaunteya, they don't indulge in that kind of happiness which has beginning and end. And which happiness has beginning and end? The happiness born from the senses and the sense object, because it has a beginning and an end. When you get an iPhone, you feel happy. When anything goes wrong with the phone, a screen broken or stolen, you become miserable. A small child comes in the family, parents become very happy. If anything goes wrong with anything happens to that kid, whole family become miserable. So the very object which gives you happiness in this material world, that same object becomes the cause of your miseries. So that's why this material happiness is temporary, illusory, miserable. So if you can remember with the abbreviation time, TIME, temporary, illusory, miserable enjoyment. So people are simply running for it. And I agree that everyone has needs. As a human being, we are social animals. We can't, we are not on that level that we can just go to the forest, leave everything and go to some forest in America. Maybe I don't know where the dense forests are in America, but maybe somewhere in we go there, or maybe in the deserts of Arizona, or sit there in Samadhi, do nothing. So everyone, as a normal person, we have in general also, what people have the idea now, they have nothing to do with spirituality. They say, okay, in the life there should be a physical quotient. You should have physical quotient, means good diet, exercise, and all that, keeping body healthy, which is okay. Shastras are not saying that you shouldn't keep your body healthy. Of course, with healthy body you can do better seva. And they said you should have good EQ, emotional quotient. Okay. Mentally stable and other things, you know, mentally strong and all that. And social, you have to have a social life, your friends and relatives and other. And also there's IQ. Keep your IQ strong, means you should be in knowledge, you should be educated and all that. So these four things are okay. Okay. Just like um uh, in order for a car to go, you need four wheels, right? You need four wheels for the car. So let's say these four wheels are physical, emotional, social, and intellectual quotient. But the problem with the modern civilization is those who are, religious by nature. I'm not talking about agnostic or atheist people. Those who are religious kind of people. Most of India, most of people are religious. Not very less atheist people are there in India. I'm not. I don't know the number in America. So they think, but their mentality is that spiritual life is more like a stepney or a spare wheel. When you use spare wheel, when one of the main wheels are puncture or something goes wrong, so what you do, you get a spare wheel, you put it, and you go to the shop, get the main wheel fixed, and then again you put the stepney or spare wheel back in the trunk, right? So that's what people do. When they are in trouble, when they are in problem, they go to temple. Oh Lord Shiva, oh Durga, please do this, please do that. Ganapati Bappa Moria, this, that. They pray. And also they pray to different, sometimes they go to Durga Devi, as long as Durga Mata fulfill their desire, Durga Mata ki jai. And when she stopped listening, they switch to Lord Shiva ki jai. As long as Shivji is fulfilling their desire, Lord Shiva is great. And when Shivji stop listening, then they go to Ganesha or Hanuman. And like this, keep on switching. But because they think that God is like an order supplier, and spiritual life is needed when spiritual life must be there in life when it's needed. When we are in trouble, it's God's duty to save us from trouble. That's what he's meant for. I need money, I need sense gratification. God must supply me that. So that's why spirituality comes in picture. Whenever I'm in trouble, I need something, I go to temple, I start following something, some mantras or whatever, so-called spirituality. But they forget one thing. Spiritual life is not a spare wheel. In order for the car to go in right direction, you need a steering. Spiritual life is the steering of the car with the four tires: physical, emotional, social, and intellectual quotient. So when you put on top of that, you put a spiritual quotient, okay, means spiritual life, then everything will fall in place. Because spiritual life gives you direction, where to go, what to do, how to do, how to be healthy, even, mentally, intellectually, physically, everything. Krishna gives everything. Krishna gives all kind of knowledge in Vedas, not just spirituality. So, we have to be very, balanced in everything. Even this PQ, EQ, IQ, we should be balanced. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, um, what is that shloka? Um, Yogo bhavati
Yuktahara
dukkha.
Yuktahara Viharascha.
Yuktahar viharasya yukta karma chedasu. One should be balanced in all kind of things, even sense gratification, recreation, whatever you do, you should be balanced. And once you become very advanced, like Srila Prabhupada, then you can surpass uh, you you can surpass your sleeping, or you can become Arjuna, Gudakesh. He didn't sleep. He didn't sleep for the whole time he was in Gurukul, in the Dronacharya Gurukul. He didn't sleep at all. He used to practice at night. He used to practice at night in the pitch dark. That's why he got named. Gudak means Nidra. Isha means who has control, who has a control over his Nidra. So I remember whenever His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj used to tell me, I'll take some rest. I'll immediately come with pillows. Because in my dictionary, rest means sleep. That was my dictionary. But his dictionary has other meaning of rest. So his meaning of rest means what he was doing sitting on the sofa, sitting on his chair, what he was doing sitting on the chair, talking to this devotee, that devotee, meeting this devotee, that devotee, solving problems and this and that. Now he will lie down and do the same things. He will lie down and he will be on the phone. Get me this person on the phone, that person on the phone. If somebody has come, he's talking to him while lying on the sofa. That time there was a sofa. Bed came later on. There was a sofa, long sofa. He was just lie down there. And I used to tell him, Maharaj, why don't you sleep? Take rest. Take rest. Take rest means, I mean, he should sleep. And there was a purport behind it. The statement, Gurudev, you should sleep. There was a deep purport behind it. The purport by by Shuka Priyadas. And the purport was that if Gurudev will go to sleep, then I will also go to sleep. I will get some rest too. So many times used to say that, take, why don't you lie down? Lie down means you take rest, you sleep. And one day he said, Shukapriya, sleeping means forgetting Krishna. And that was the last time when I told him. So, and he would often say, I don't understand, you are young boys. Why you need daytime rest? I don't understand why you need daytime rest. And he used to sleep 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. Sometimes we take Prabhupada's instruction very seriously. Prabhupada says one should sleep 6 hours in a day. So we think, okay, that's for 6 hours in a day. What about night? Should be extra. So, when we used to travel in a car, going for long drives, and he was very famous for his long Gayatris. It'll take 25 minutes to chant one Gayatri. So generally we take 3 to 4 minutes. He will take 25 minutes. So when he will say that, okay, Shukapriya, I'm doing Gayatri, I'll not talk now. I will immediately put phone on silent. I'll go to sleep in the car. And Krishna was so merciful on me. Just before 2 minutes before he finishes Gayatri, Krishna used to wake me up. And I'm ready to go again. It never happened that I was sleeping and he woke me up. But soon he realized from the side mirror that I'm sleeping. I used to sleep while he's doing Gayatri. So he figured out another way. He said, and whenever you used to do Gayatri in the car, you say, Shukapriya, okay, I'm going to do my Gayatri. You call this person, that person, ask this about that, about this to this person, then tell him give him the message. He will give me a couple of assignments. And by the time I finish all these things, he'll finish with his Gayatri. So he will not let us sleep. One time in Ludhiana Rath Yatra, it was very late. We slept like 1 in the morning, almost like 12:45 in the morning. And then we left at like 4:15 from there, 4:15 in the morning back to Delhi. And he said, we hardly slept like 2.5 hours. He said, till we reach Delhi, everyone should chant, no sleeping. And throughout, he himself, he didn't take a single nap, what we call power nap or whatever. He was chanting throughout. It was 5 hour journey. So that's what Acharya is. That's what a spiritual master is. He teaches by his own examples. And that's here, though Rishabh Dev is a father, but he's also a teacher. He's a guru. Father is supposed to be the first guru. So he's teaching his sons how you should do tapasya. And that's what the beauty of a guru. Guru teaches his disciples how to become a devotee, how to do tapasya. And when you voluntarily give some kashta, misery to your body, is called tapasya. Voluntarily you accept, okay, today I'm going to do fasting. I'm not going to eat today. Today I'll chant extra rounds without eating anything. Today I will do this. So when you voluntarily accept some pain for the pleasure of the Lord, not just you just take a pain, just like people do fasting without understanding the spirit behind it. So then Kulashekar Maharaj says in Mukundamala Sot, he said it's simply fat reducing exercise. It's a fat reducing exercise. So we should understand you accept voluntarily pain for the pleasure of Krishna, then it's a right tapasya. Otherwise, simply a fat reducing exercise which you can do, no problem. So here in this also this sense gratification, it's a main cause we are here. Satyug left, Satyug gone, Treta is gone, Dwapar is gone. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he also left. And we are still here. I'm sure if we would have come in contact with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even we would have seen him from a distance, तो हम यहाँ Zoom class पे नहीं होते, isn't it? But we are here. So at least now we should not take another birth. We should not take another birth. We should take, we should take the instruction of the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada seriously, accept it, and go back to God. And I'm telling you this, we are very fortunate that we have Srila Prabhupada, we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us grace marks. Otherwise, we don't have qualification to go back to Godhead. But Srila Prabhupada said once, if you're chanting 16 rounds, minimum 16 attentively, you're following four regulatory principles, and whatever basic niyams Prabhupada has given us, you're following. And Prabhupada said, one day you will see Krishna face to face. You will see Krishna. It just depends. We are on the right track. It depends on your speed. You want to go on foot, you want to go on bicycle, or you want to go maybe old car or Ferrari or in a plane or whatever. It's up to you how fast you want to go. But if you look at the picture, it used to be in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, I'm the swift deliverer to the person who is fallen into the material ocean. There's a picture, there's a one devotee, his hand is like this, up in the air, and Krishna is sitting on the Garuda, his hand is like that, trying to catch the devotee. So it's my purport on this picture is that, for example, let's say you have fallen in Atlantic Ocean. Maybe you are a champion, Guinness Book name, and fastest swimmer, 200 meters, 300 meters. But can you cross Atlantic by swimming? You cannot. All you have to do is wait. Wait for what? Wait for some help to come. Maybe a helicopter or another ship. But till any help arrives, you have to do only one thing. You have to keep your neck out of the water. Because you are drowned, even if the help will come, they will not be able to see you. So if you keep this neck above the water, they will come and see you and rescue you. Same way, what Prabhupada has given us, the minimum thing, Prabhupada, the morning program and evening program, what Prabhupada minimum has given us. If you keep on doing it sincerely, you will not fall in Maya. And if you not fall in Maya and following the desire of a pure devotee, one day Krishna will come like this on a Garuda and pick you from the ocean of material miseries. So that's why, like in the purport of Damodar Leela, Prabhupada says that two things are required. One is Krishna's mercy. But Krishna's mercy is everyone has Krishna's mercy. You don't need to ask him. That's by default. But there is a special mercy is needed. Special mercy, the mercy with which we can actually see Krishna face to face, is Haituki Kripa, causeless mercy. And that comes by our sincere efforts. The second factor is the sincere efforts. So when we put sincere efforts, then Krishna will give his Ahetuki Kripa to us, with which we can see him. Otherwise, he is merciful to everyone. If Krishna start charging oxygen bill from you every day on daily basis, imagine how much it would be. I don't know whether I'm wrong or right. I read it some article that he said that imagine if all the organs are replaced by machines and we keep a human alive, just like right now you have ventilator for the lungs and the heart to keep a human alive. But let's say imagine all the organs are replaced by machine and human is kept alive. So the daily cost will be 4 crore rupees. Means 4 crore, how many dollars? Divide by 100. 4 crore divided by 100 is like 4 lakh, 0.4 million dollars. $0.4 million or $400,000 per day. So that's what Krishna is spending on you, all of us, every day. He's merciful. He's not sending you any bill. So that's why we should feel a gratitude towards the spiritual master, towards Srila Prabhupada, the whole parampara, who took so much of pain so that we can be benefited. So we should take the complete benefit. And I would recommend one book to all of you. You should read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Those who have read it, they can raise hand virtually, or they can show their lotus face. But the day when I read that book, I was in college those days. Year 2000, I started Prabhupada Lilamrit. You know, before even I finished that book, is so wonderful, and I thought this person has done so much for me. I better dedicate my life to this person. He's done so much for me. Prabhupada has not come to West. हम नहीं बैठे होते यहाँ Zoom पे, हम नहीं बात कर रहे होते. And all glories to his disciples. That even Prabhupada when left, Prabhupada left with 108 temples. Now we have more than 800 temples all around the world. Because they had taken the legacy of Srila Prabhupada seriously and worked hard to spread that mercy further. It's now up to us. In few years of time, you won't have Prabhupada disciples. It's our responsibility that we should distribute this mercy further. Because more you distribute Krishna, more you see Krishna. So please take this human form of life seriously. Don't run behind sense gratification, which is easily available to dogs and hogs. And you can have a look around. Look around the dogs in America. They're enjoying, isn't it? They have not gone to Boston. They are not gone to any Princeton University or anywhere, Oxford, anywhere. They're enjoying, isn't it? They're getting best of the food. And I was shocked in Houston. What I saw dogs bar for dogs, pets, bar for pets. They have their separate saloon. They have their whatever, restaurants also. They're getting all the enjoyment without doing anything. They're enjoying better than their own owner. Owner is working hard in the company. So don't rush for that. You know, try your best to learn, take the sacrifice of, for example, my Guru Dev Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Many of you are disciples of Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, or doesn't matter. All the disciples of Prabhupada, and especially the sannyasis and Guru, they are working hard, and we should now take their legacy seriously and work harder than them, at least try to do more what they could. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. These were my thoughts. And if someone has a comment or question, please. And if I have spoken anywhere wrong, anything, please correct me. Yes.
Prabhuji, Thandapat Pradam. Prabhuji, no questions, but thank you so much for your mercy and the nectar. And I'm glad we recorded it. And thank you for your mercy and your presence today.
Oh, Vishnu Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anyone else? No question?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for your nice, I would say, lecture or the realization that you share with Maharaj. And you talked about like one should read the Prabhupada book, Prabhupada Lilamrit. And we read your book also on Guru Maharaj. So is there any other books are coming on Maharaj? Or like these are the only thing?
If you bless me, I may, because from long time I'm waiting for one moment. That moment is to sit with Gopal Hari Prabhu. Because when we sit together, we have a lot of memories you know, common memories. But my memory is very poor right now. But when he starts speaking, then I remember this happened, that happened. So, I'm going to Boise and I'll sit with him, and then more memories will, I think. I got some. I compiled few more, and I think if I get more, and then I'll maybe another book will come out.
Yeah, that would be nice. And Prabhuji, I guess you are coming to Dallas also. That's what.
Yeah, the Dallas program was there. I have to inform Prabhuji that I won't be able to come because there's some kind of overlapping happening. So maybe next time I'll come to Dallas. This time won't be, if you're coming to Baltimore, let me know. I'll be in Baltimore.
Well, if the Dallas
Yes.
devotees call him enough, then he might come to Dallas.
Huh?
Yes.
I'm saying
Yeah.
if the Dallas devotees call you enough, then you might come to Dallas.
Yeah, but it's overlapping with the Boise dates.
Okay. So, yeah, yesterday we met with the Prabhuji. I mean, Anantarupa Prabhu. He was also here in Dallas
Ah,
for few days. I guess he will leave tomorrow to
uh-huh.
Boise.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. I was in Dallas for 2 days, 1.5 day.
oh, when?
I landed in Dallas on 28th April.
Oh, April.
28th April morning, and then I left in 29th afternoon.
Mm.
Yeah, I was there in Dallas. I stayed with
Yeah.
Kartikeya Prabhu, his one
Uh,
of the disciple. I
so
stayed with him.
in near temple area you stayed, or
Yeah,
like?
he lives nearby Temple. Early, I say 1.5 kilometers from Temple. And
Okay, actually, I
Kartikeya
also
Prabhu.
live, but I didn't know like you already came.
Yeah,
I was
I
thinking that
came
you were coming.
I came in the evening. I came in the evening, had darshan of Radha Kalachandji and did some kirtan. And then next
Mm.
day I couldn't come because I was depending on Kartikeya Prabhu, and he's not that young. He's 70 plus. So
Uh,
yeah. Mm. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I met you the other day in Washington Square,
Yes,
and
Prabhuji. Yes,
also
Prabhuji.
Ranchod Prabhu, two of them.
Yes, Prabhu. It was a wonderful meeting. I met you for the first time then, and thank you so much for the book, Prabhu. I'm looking forward to reading it. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
and so excited that you are planning to sit with Gopal Hari Prabhu and there may be another
Yes,
book.
yes, yes, definitely. In
Yes.
my book, there is one pastime with the Gopalari Prabhu also, the Mayapur one. You can read in the book.
Yes. Well, Prabhu is just being humble. Has a lot of memories and he has so much more to share. And are there any questions on the class itself? I know all of you have questions. You're just being shy. So please
You
let's
can put in
ask.
the chat box. You can put
Yes.
one to one personally to me.
Or yes, or speak up also, whatever. Yeah. Yes. But while they're thinking, I had one question.
Yeah.
So um, we mentioned how Arjun did not even sleep uh,
Mm.
as in a Gurukul boy. You mentioned, how this is so amazing, and such examples are so inspirational. But when we do some austerity like that, we just fall sick,
Mm.
and somehow, Guru Maharaj, he did it, and we want to follow in his footsteps, but when
Yeah.
it comes to more austerity, we just fall sick. So, what would
Yeah.
you say is like, how should we increase that
Yeah.
spiritual quotient?
Yeah. It's in Nectar Devotion, Srila Prabhupada says one should increase, the level of austerity, then maintain it for some time, then go step by step. You can increase step by step. We may not be able to do in a day, of course we'll fall sick. But if you try to increase, for example, let's say if I sleep 7 hours and I want to come on the 6 hours, so it may, if I go directly jump to 6 hours, it may go for 3, 4, 5 days or 1 week. But if I, take 10 minutes, reduce, like every week I reduce for 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, then I can, increase the level of austerity. I remember um, one time, there was three sannyasis coming at night, all the different timings. They were coming to Delhi. It was Diwali night, and all the drivers were on leave, and they were coming to Delhi temple. So Guru Maharaj told me you had to go and pick them up from the airport and make sure they get room and everything, make them, properly placed in the room. So, okay. So generally our day starts at 4 in the morning. So the whole night there was a car, remember in Delhi, 7590, that Maruti 800. So I was going back and forth to the airport and brought these three sannyasis. And by the time the third sannyasi came to the temple, it was already Mangalarti time the next day. So I didn't sleep at all day, whole night. And next day also, I was like whole day running here and there, servicing. And in the evening, I was really exhausted. Like, I was really feeling sleepy and all that. And really spaced out. I was like, my mind is getting, brain is getting fused or something, fused out or something. And then Gopalaripu was there. And he said, Guru Maharaj, he didn't sleep from past 2 days. He's running around. He didn't sleep last night at all. So then Guru Maharaj called me, and I thought he will say some words of, he will मुझे सांत्वना देंगे, like, it's okay, you can go to sleep, or you can skip Mangalarti tomorrow, or you can do, what he said? He said, Shuka, Priya, human life is rare. And rare most is the service of Vaishnavas. You're very fortunate you're getting service of Vaishnavas. That's all. But after half an hour, he told me, go and take rest. Sleep early. And it was like that, because he was, even when he got Parkinson, even he was in his last days, he would not take help of anyone. He would avoid as much as he could. He tried to, do as much as service he could do. He said, I want to die in the battlefield. I don't want to be, sitting in one place. But that was not his nature. That was not his nature. The COVID, when COVID came, previously, जब महाराज से मिलने जाते थे, we used to go and Maharaj very quickly, tell me what happened. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Quickly wind up things, So I remember it was during 2020, it was a lockdown, and I went to see Gurudev, and in 5-10 minutes I told everything what's happening in the temple, happening in my life, and discussion was over. And he said, or batao, tell me something more. Then I've told few more things here and there. I said, tell me more. Tell me more. I was looking at Gurudev, what I say, because he has plenty of time. So, but he was not happy with this COVID situation. He said, I cannot, Shukapri, I cannot go anywhere. I'm just sitting in my room all day doing nothing. He was not that kind of person. He was always a person who wants to do something for Prabhupada. He will meet devotees, he will meet disciples, he will have the meetings, calling here and there, and if he has nothing to do, he has nothing to do. Now he's free now in the evening, is around 7 or 6:30 in the winter, or 7 in the summer. He will say, anyone outside? No, Maharaj. Okay, I'll go and sing Gaur Aarti. He will go and sing Gaur Aarti. He'll do kirtan in the temple hall. He will keep himself busy, just like it's a symptom of pure devotee. Avartha kalatvam. A pure devotee doesn't waste a single moment. And that was his life. I never saw him spaced out anywhere. We used to space out. I was given a name, Sleeping Beauty, by Guru Maharaj. So, but he was like, he would never sleep. He would never sleep. He was always working something, doing something for Krishna, something for Prabhupada. So, be serious and take, inspiration from their life. We cannot do what they did, but at least we can get some inspiration. Try to do something what they did. Even that much we do, that's our perfection. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope rest is up to Gopalji Prabhu now. Time, if he has question or anything.
Any final questions, comments?
No, Prabhu, I just wanted to thank you especially for your two emphases. One was on trying to give up material sense gratification by describing like how meaningless it is, and your stress on austerity, because that was what what Guru Maharaj also would stress so much on in his classes, and that is something that I need to hear more and more. Because it's so easy to get into the comfort zone. So thank you so much for sharing those examples and Guru Maharaj's example, because yeah, we need to hear that more. So thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes,
Can I
Anandrupa Mataji.
senses, Prabhuji? All glories to Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. So just wanted to quickly share that we are feeling very encouraged today, not only to hear about your exchanges with Guru Maharaj and his instructions, but to consciously live them. You touched on so many practical aspects, and it is easy to become complacent, but your talk today reminds us that steady, the steadiness and absorption we so much hear about and talk about requires daily remembrance, sincerity. You touched on austerity, and it's a conscious application. So thank you so much. Was in really in appreciation and wanted to say a few words. Thank you.
I also made one equation. I drove an equation on faith. I gave a lecture on mathematics of faith. I actually drove an equation, with the mathematical equation, how to increase faith. So, so some other time we can discuss that equation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dadvat Pranam. So, it was very nectarian for sure, and all devotees, whatever they are saying, that yeah, it's really, really, it helped a lot. But your last one, the last pastime, when you're saying that, okay, about the sleeping, that is very encouraging for me. So, that's what we are discussing at home, that whenever we sleep like 1 hour less, we want to compensate that. So, that was very encouraging, and it's a great learning for me to work on it.
Another
Thank you
another
so
thing on
much.
sleeping was when, just cutting short, when he was, I don't remember the year now, but he was supposed to go through angioplasty, and Dr. Seth was there in Fortis Escort, and he said, Maharaj, how many hours you sleeping? Four and a half hours. No, Maharaj, your heart is weak. You must sleep 8 hours. 8 hours? He was sleeping in 2 days. He doesn't.
Mm,
He said, "Oh, Maharaj, you must sleep for 8 hours. Your heart must be healthy. Then only, and I can do angioplasty." And he said, "No, no, no. This is 8 hours too much, and this and that." Okay. Then he said 6 hours. And if you don't sleep for 6 hours, I'll not operate.
mm,
He said like that. He said,
mm,
Maharaj, you sleep by 6, 10, and get up by 6, 8 hours, like that. He was saying that. But anyways, somehow or the other, it was decided that, okay, Maharaj will miss few Mangala Aartis so that he can give some rest to the heart. So while he was coming back to the temple, he was climbing the stairs of the museum, the auditorium, and he just turned back and he said, "Oh, I have to miss Mangala Aarti tomorrow. This is a very heavy price I'm paying for my health.
mm, mm,
Heavy price I'm paying for my health. And if doctor tells us, you should sleep
mm,
more, no Mangala Aartis,
mm.
we will send
Yeah,
that certificate to the GBC body. See,
that's true.
I've been told by a doctor I'm going to sleep."
Mm,
But he was not like
mm,
that.
mm. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for sharing all your input.
Thank you.
Prabhu, how much longer are you here in the Americas? Until what date, Prabhu?
Oh, I'm here till 12th August in this region in America and Latin America.
So I just want to say, if anyone wants to invite Prabhu to their Zoom calls or to their cities, feel free to reach out to him. I have his contact. I can give that to you anytime. And very inspirational, as you can see. Prabhu was given something more like, I think something like on different lectures on 108 different topics. And so very, very learned devotee. And please feel free. We're just getting to have his association, and so much more. We're looking forward to it.
Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare
And
Bol.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His
Hare
Holiness Guru
Krishna.
Prabhupada Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Vilas Prabhu saying something.
What?
No, Prabhu, I was saying Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is Raj Vilas Das.
Oh,
Wonderful talk. I attended the second half of your lecture. Very, very inspiring. And then the last note you ended with Srila Prabhupada's example that what he has left us with and then how we are connected was very powerful. Very powerful. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of
You can
you.
all unmute and say Hari Bol. Thank you to Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare
All glories to Srila
Vanta
Prabhupada. All
kalpataru
glories to Guru
vyascha
Maharaj.
kripa
Thank you
sindhuvaya
so much,
vacha
Prabhu. Thank you
Hare
so much.
Krishna,
patimaham.
Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.